Why? I don't get it. Why doesn't White take that? Hello and welcome to a special birthday edition of the Katago vs Katago blind reaction. Why is this a special birthday edition? Well, this is game number 89 of the Katago vs Katago list of games that I've been sent, and it's promised to be a doozy, so uh, stay in for the ride and see you on the other side. Alright, this one is quite the long one, so buckle up. Here we go. It's black to play, no way. Okay, nothing. Yep, black immediately invades. That's just the I way or the highway. Yep, just immediately invasion. I mean, the opening, nothing much. Just invade. Okay. Are we going to see? Oh no. Are we going to see? Okay, no, just nothing special there. And last invasion? Yes. Okay. At least now we have all the free invasion out of our way. Is this going to be flying knife? Ooh, sure. Cut there and extend usually. Then black has several options to extend here, or I think yeah, to extend there is usual, and then you can either just connect or even do that one. There's so many options. Okay, so black just connects there, which I think leads to easier version where white plays here and black cuts. Yeah, okay, so that is at least the relatively simple variation where now black attack. Oh, no, doesn't attack. Okay, where black just makes base on one side, white takes a huge corner, but black is the outside. So already we have established that both have two corners. White has a clearly bigger corner here, but black also has the clearly more influence. So, I mean, nothing has happened yet. Um, I suppose white can now play in one of the corners again, like Hane here and something like cut, or just Atari and extend. Can white also activate this stone? Maybe. Okay, or that corner too. I I meant to mention that, but I thought it was the least likely. There you go. That's AI for you. Okay, but just very okay. Just the exchange and then the top right. Okay. And now black, I mean, a move like c18 or even just c7 now and the same thing as the top right makes sense. Or strengthen there. That works too, strengthening this black group while putting some pressure on this white group. Again, nothing unusual. Not this one though. That's the first one I didn't really anticipate. So instead of white just, for example, extending here and just making a heavy kind of wall where maybe black can peep and do something, or white trying something here where now there might be some cutting happening here on the outside, which might be annoying for white after this move. White just decides to play a light move here to help this group and to also reduce the whole influence that black is starting to build on this right side. Which, to be fair, they're still argue with this stone and it's undercut, so yeah. I do think, I mean, black can still just simply play c7, I suppose, yeah. And then maybe b8 in this case. No, still that one, yeah. So now we have like black has a solid corner here, white has this solid corner here. This corner here is not quite solid yet, and we have this white floating group where white can get a move like e8 in center-ish. White can also jump here. Let's see. Oh, white does something a little bit more forceful than the jump. Not really threatening. I guess threatening to activate this stone, right? So black has to be a little bit careful, which of course naturally means that black is not careful. Yep, see, that's kind of what I tried to do here with this move, to press black down on the left side. But again, this AI wants to be a bit more active. So this push is a little bit, it makes this shape a little bit uncomfortable because now white has a two-space jump here and a knight's move here. So white has to be a little bit mindful of that. Maybe even needs to Hane. Yeah. And I suppose black Hanes again and white could just extend or double Hane. Then extend, and now white is left with a weakness here or here, though this one is not really working because let's say if, well, okay, that was actually the game move. If black does something like this now, it's not really like black can escape easily with these stones. And even if black can, maybe white is even willing to give up these stones here for something like that to then really attack this kind of group. Not sure. But there is still RG, so okay, after white pushes up. For now the RG here is the bigger though, so black likely extends, yeah. And then it's white choice. I mean, white could always play a move like push in do this to fix this RG, but I don't think that RG is that urgent right now. So I anticipate something more active like this one, for example. Or push one more time, sure. Aha. But black cuts here now. And then still extends? No. Oh? Okay, that's just a weird exchange to make sure that this one is absolutely center, I suppose. But yeah. Okay, Hane. Right, so black doesn't want to just extend here because it's kind of like if black extends here, there's still a big gap between these two, so white can easily still get in here. And it also makes the RG of f7 be a little bit less urgent to deal with. So here, I think usually white just cuts here. Oh, now white does that. Okay, okay. So white does the f10 exchange first, but this one is also quite forcing because if black now ignores it, then white has this kind of move, which is, well, probably still senti and really destroys the black shape. Ah, but black doesn't care. So we get into this kind of complicated situation where now white has left this weakness behind and black is also leaving this weakness behind. But for now, when black moves out here, white can still handle this and this group on their own, especially because this move does help this group. So that's nice. I suppose you could also let the three stones go here now. That it's a little bit annoying to not make use of these cuts here though, so maybe not. Maybe just jump for white. Nope. Okay. Okay, that's forcing enough though. Aha. Okay, instead of what I suggested that white clamps here or something, white chooses a more forcing variation. Because maybe black can ignore this one, but this one, because like if you ignore this one, then white only gets so far. But if you ignore this one now, then white can probably play something like this and really put some hurt on this group. Right, so, oh. But never mind, black, really? Okay. What? Now black, that one I didn't expect at all. Now black Tanuki. Oh. I suppose white also Tanuki that? To an extent, yes. So, I mean, C18 is a move that I want to play all the way, well, I guess back here already. Because it is quite a huge move. It's not only is it taking the whole corner now and leaving no B15 RG behind, it also prevents this white group from playing some Hane and connect. So this weakens this group a lot and it protects the corner shape completely. So it's a big move, and I expected that to be played at some point early in the game, just not at this particular timing where why just cut here? On the other hand, I suppose after this move here, now if this is happening, you can just cut here. So you couldn't even capture that stone. So maybe some misunderstand. Well, but you could still do this already here. Okay, maybe if black does it this way, That still works. It's very painful for the outside though. But this should still, like if you're Atari and Atari, you do capture these stones. So in other words, black has a way to prevent white from being connected, but apparently for now they don't care, and the outside now is more important for both. Okay, so this stone obviously now prevents that these three stones get captured, and it leaves this cut open, which could be quite, I mean, this cut is a resource for this group. So whenever you think about group strength, you can't only think about the local strength, like this group, okay, it doesn't have a base, can't run in this direction, so it really only has like one direction to run to. So only one direction to make a base, maybe this one. But because there's an extra weakness here and here, which combine make a real weakness, this group is not as weak as it might appear. So white Tinoki. And black can now choose to protect this weakness or do something messy here now. Or black says, nope, I don't care about my weakness and I go attacking. Sure. So what black, instead of defending a weakness, decides it's time to take away the direction I just mentioned. So this whole group now has only this direction left, but it's still this weakness. So is I guess black G11 is still center, right? If white ignores now, like this one, and you ignore it, black can still play this one because white doesn't have time to play this double Atari here ever. So that one is still center, so that actually makes the E11 cut a little bit less dire. But black doesn't want to play G11 right away because it removes the RG of these stones. Like if black plays this and white plays this now, then there's no RG left in this area, and that probably black doesn't like. Okay, so yeah, so naturally now white takes the resource I just mentioned. So again, if you think about group strength, you want to have either at least several directions to run to, or one direction and a weakness, or several weaknesses in the opponent. In this case, it was basically 1.5 directions and a weakness. Okay, so white cuts. Black kind of has to be a little bit careful about this shape, but also this stone. So maybe black now chooses to extend there. Yeah. Oh, ha. Wow. Really? So is if now black this, is white looking to do this? Because that black, yeah, black cannot escape with the three stones without losing more here. And if black now takes those, you can probably, how can you do this best? Is this best or is Atari here first best and then cut here? The issue I have with that is that, actually, if black plays here now, you can play here. And if black does this, then you already did this. Black can still push through, but my thinking was that white's plan is to, or maybe not with that one, but yeah, white's plan is pretty much to make use of this RG to strengthen these two stones and have a almost connection to a strong group then with this. But, black doesn't want that, so black probably defends with something like this. Yeah, but now white needs to defend here, maybe with this one. This one or this one. It's a difficult choice because h10 helps with the fight in this area, but h7 helps with the RG here. I suppose I would probably play h10. Am I missing something? So these three stones don't matter anymore. Like I said, okay, like I kind of said earlier that these three stones are deposable, that you can sacrifice them. But see here, there's the big difference between AI and human. I said earlier, at this point here, I guess, at this point, that these three stones are possibly exposable, deposable. But after White spent a move jumping out here, now it feels like you have put more commitment on these three stones and that you probably now want to save them. But AI says, no, 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 no. I spent that move, sure, but I mean, so what? I guess. Fascinating. So now White says, no, my group here is too weak. I already made use of this RG, of this weakness, and Black blocked this direction. And Black also played C18, so there's no RG here. So now, if I now try to save those, then maybe this one is too much for the top left. Okay, so White does this. Does Black continue attacking, or does Black just capture? Black just captures. Okay, right. So that's, by the way, for the more novice players, that's called a crane's nest because White cannot escape this. Well, it's not called that because yeah, it's just the name of the shape. And so now these three stones are captured, and White has to reevaluate this position because before there was like 2 weak stones here, 2 weak stones here, and something to counterattack. But now there's no weak stones here, so now I guess White can still get this one in center actually. So like if White plays this one, it's still center because now if Black ignores, you can again recapture. So that's nice. So you can get this one in center. Maybe even play this one then, so Black can't push through here. So it's not that easy for Black either to make use of this archie, I suppose. Especially then if White jumps out now, which was not the game move. You have something to counterattack. But I suppose, yeah, White could play this or this. Those two, I mean, all of these four moves are forcing. Even this one is actually forcing this one. Yeah, but okay, so White probably wants to take care of this group. I don't know which other way. Maybe this one, or this one. Nope. Okay, what is the game move? Sure, or Tenuki again. Okay. Ah, this is going to take a while. So now White returns to that move that I wanted to play so much earlier, because apparently this puts enough pressure on this Black group here, and this White group after getting F14 is strong enough already. So again, we have A, we have B, we have C as the weak groups, and to an extent maybe like D and this whole RG area here. And that's about it. And we have E also, but it's not super weak yet because Black has some strength here. To some extent, maybe F is also not settled yet. So we have a lot of groups to keep track of. Okay, but White plays this one. I would assume Black plays something on the top now. Nope. Black says, "Yep, you're correct. This is more urgent." And then does White cover in some way? Ah, okay, White plays here now. Kind of feels like if Black defends there, then the bottom group gets in some trouble again. But okay, let's see how Black handles this group. Yeah. Okay. So connection. And then Black, I guess, just makes life locally somehow. Because Black has N1 in center always. Okay. So now that White got all of these outside forcing moves here, and there's not really, I mean, there is endgame RG in this area for sure. But there's still even more RG. I suppose because White has H7, it's bearable. But man, there's a weakness here, there's some weaknesses with this stone, there's some weaknesses here, this is undercut, so even that one, I suppose white maybe has this one in center against this group or something. But for now, white still says, yep, this top left group of mine is fine, how about your right side group? So white now splits the right side before black can get to that. And let's see how black handles that. I suppose just m15 would be a move, or just playing some jump here, maybe some cap, or maybe this one. Nope. Now black again says, nope, now I counter attack. Uh, it's so hard to judge, because all of them seem valuable enough and weak enough. And the timing of these attacks, I can very much imagine that in the evaluation, these moves are all like less than one point apart, and it really is just almost like a preference of AI when to attack which, or so nuanced that no human could explain it to you ever. Okay, but white probably Hane, yeah, and then does black. Does black block? Black. I thought about crosscut here, but there's also this problem that white can simply now capture here again, or escape at least. Maybe not capture, but yeah, escape here. Also not really though, because okay. But black didn't crosscut anyway, I suppose. What did black do? Just extend? Since black is very strong here, maybe just extend, yeah. And then you could again choose to just push, or push that way. Okay. And now black has a weakness here, white has a weakness here. But again, this weakness is maybe black can think about doing it somehow like this. That could be an option. But for now, I suppose black just defends on the top side somehow. Or plays this forcing move change, sure. And then defends. Ooh, with the diagonal. I didn't expect that shape. But okay. This one removes more space, like instead of this one also protects that then maybe white gets some more space on the top side with moves like that. So the diagonal blocks off options there. And now I want to say white h13 or just connect. Okay. I was afraid that this way black just blocks here. But white can play it this way. Or not? I don't know, because this is still very, very much not working for white. Okay. But black didn't do that. What did black do? What else could you do here? It's Tenuki? M15? Oh, Tenuki there, okay. Right, so I will kind of ignore when the opponent when they ignore a local situation for another situation that I mentioned before. So white could totally ignore this and just play h13, or white could now play something locally, just push up, or push that way, sure. That black could just pull back or Hane. Oh, now black ignores. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, this peep is annoying for this shape always. That's why playing a diagonal here with like this kind of shape, is generally not the greatest thing ever, because it leaves this kind of peep, which is super annoying. And usually you have to defend now with h16, which, if you defend it locally at least, which creates an empty triangle, and that's never a good feeling. But black now activates this archie. Okay, yeah, that's Sante, sure. Not sure what black is trying to do with that, but likely black just Tenuki now. Or maybe h6. Nope, of course black Tenuki. Right? Okay. So everything I said so far still holds true. Now, I mean, there is still some archie left like this. So this group can be cut off, but on the other hand, there's also some problems here. So I can imagine, especially because this white group in itself is not alive yet. So I think white has to care for that first. Maybe just c13 could be a way. Or if you want to play that way and then this way, but that's painful too. Might be, nah, I think you want to preserve the archie outside, so yeah, just c13. Like I said, you could also play it this way, and that would kind of be center because you threaten g10 next. But also this kind of feels a little bit meh, because now this black group on the outside is so much stronger. And if you just play it this way, now black still has to worry about this thing. Let's see. I could imagine though black playing a move like this now, helping both these two groups. Oops. Okay, or black continues to harass this group, that works too. Oh, is that center against that white group? Like if white now decides to Tenuki? I don't quite see it, I don't think. Maybe somehow like this? No, that just lives. So if black has to play something like this, that might be a problem. Yeah. Something along these lines, or actually probably just like this. Okay, so that is kind of center against that group. Okay, that is center against that shape. How can black defend this? Like this you can Atari and cut. Like this you can play here Atari, Atari and cut. So black needs to move like this, I suppose? Oh, really? Really? I thought now, huh? What am I missing? What if white now plays here and then cuts and then cuts and then Atari? Black can't connect. So what's I suppose black could play here. Or black could decide to play here then. That might be an option. That black says the side territory is not as important. Still looks kind of meh though. Okay. That's why I thought maybe just this way, because that defends all of the problems here. There's nothing here. So that's why I expected that one. But this one, I intentionally leaving that weakness behind, eh? So, okay, but white plays that one now. After all. And claims that it's alive and escapes? No. Okay, that is enough to make some eye shape locally now. Actually earlier. I suppose even here. This one, there was this one. But I guess here you still have... No, but you still have that in the game now. Like here, if this one you can't play here, and then here, because there's still this connect and die problem. Okay, again, like I mentioned, black this way or this way. Now black defends this shape here by playing on the outside. So now if you play the same thing as white here, you are not worried about this because you actually there is still some worry here. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't understand why black allowed this archie to be on the board. Am I missing something here? You have to capture. This is all forced. Huh. Strange. Like here you do have to connect and white can capture, so I suppose black really just wanted this outside move, but strange. Okay, but that apparently also activated now the RG on the bottom side that I mentioned. Okay, so now assuming though this one is kind of center for black. So black has kind of something like this, and then there is really annoying stuff happening here, which maybe lead to some problems on the outside. Don't see it quite working. Maybe it leads to just being something here being center. Nothing immediately I can find there. So okay, black now probably continues somewhere here. Yeah, okay. And then white could honey, but that just gives black shape. So maybe now turn here. Okay, I stand corrected. Black just doesn't connect. It doesn't connect. Is this actually? No. Huh. Maybe this gives white too much ice shape. So you get this one. That's such bad shape for black. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised by this move. Hmm. Yeah. Um. The letters working or why? No. But it's barely not. Okay, so to put it on the board real quick for those of you who are either too lazy or not capable. Wait, this does work. Huh? Wait. So if that works, why is white not playing it? But, huh? Yeah, I completely misread that myself. That so much for that. Okay, if the ladder works, what? Why? I don't get it. Why doesn't white take that? Okay, white just says it's more important to attack this group, I suppose. But black disagrees. Okay. Huh? Okay, white continues attacking this, just making a base on the right side. Black pushes. And yeah, you would like to play here now, but the problem is that black just gets to play something like this now. Is kind of already connected unless you do this one. Which I suppose that's center, but that doesn't guarantee a connection. Okay, so that's not center. Then you play something like this. And I guess black is strong enough here now, thanks to ice shape here and some almost connection here, that this group is probably not all that healthy. Still a little bit scary, but okay, white just fixes their shape. Then black gets to fix theirs. Moving parts again. So we have, now that white defended here, this black group is not alive yet. This black group is mostly alive because it has a capture here and a capture here. And already an eye here or here. So that's not an issue for black. So it's really only about this group and this group. Because the cut here, I mean, the cut here exists and it's center for white. As if white black now, I don't know, does something completely different, then there's this cut, and maybe the cut between these two groups and this cut combined can amount to something. But for now, black says, nope, I just played that shape. Boah. That's a shape I would never think of because it leaves a big gap here and a big gap here where there's already a cut at M15. It does very loosely surround this group though, but still, like white probably resists. Yeah. And black, what? Double Hane? Extend? Extend. Double Hane seemed a bit too much. Like if you double Hane here, probably. But even then, like, maybe like that. Then black also just connects. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Maybe. It's just unnecessary. Does white push again? Okay, white makes that center exchange to fix that shape on the bottom side. Mind you, there's still RG here, so I'm not 100% sure about the status of this whole thing. But okay, for now it's fine. And yeah, white pushes out one more time. And black now Hane, I suppose? Yeah. And white cut or not. But white prepares to cut here. And if you cut here and black plays something like this, then you get to extend here and even get this one. And that's really, really bad shape for black. So black might need to play something else. Maybe black needs to play this one first and then play this one. That still leaves this cut and some cut here and some really bad shape. Though I suppose at the moment this is not really relevant cut because you can just give up this stone. Actually, you can even capture those in like a net like that. So for now that's not a danger, but it still leaves weaknesses. So for now white though peeps here, which is I guess center enough. And black now fixes this gap here. It's almost like it's the same person playing and they played this shape here saying that white later will play this, so now I play this knight's move shape which has less weaknesses anyway. Does white Suppose because white can't take away this eye and center. Yeah, no, okay, just another exchange. I won't go into too much detail. Yeah, okay, so black has to play this because, again, if you play this, that's just too painful shape. And if you want to prevent anything, I mean, you can't give up these two stones so easily. But yeah, this one and then this, yeah. And white likely extends, and then I would say maybe this way, just to, oh no, that leaves this peep. So maybe really just a move like this one, or capture even, or just connect here. Or you make, okay, that's the third option, to say my group here doesn't need to be connected if it's alive locally. And F18 is also threatening this group again. Okay, so yeah, white has to care for that. Black, what? Okay, black now attacks this group. Oh, okay. And that's bigger than this? That looks like a huge trade if you go for that. But likely, well, white could defend that now. Maybe with an active move like this, threatening to cut here. Or just make some local shape here. I mean, this one is uh, kind of center. Yeah, this one is kind of center. Because if you ignore now, then you have this one, and 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 then that's dead. White didn't play that. Maybe white played the hanging connection. Or white, okay, white first does something on the outside, sure. That's also a good lesson from this AI. Like, when you have a group that is surrounded and doesn't have anywhere to run, the next thing before just playing passively is to look if there's still weaknesses left. So here we have this weakness, we have this weakness, we have a diagonal, which in itself is also a defect because it's not solidly connected. And anything that is not solidly connected is some kind of defect. You could even select L18 or L17 is also a defect, because if black gets to play here, then that is actually threatening something like that. And so, because this is not solidly connected, even though it is the tiger mouth and seems completely connected, this defect is still giving black some kind of endgame like that later. And also, actually, in that regard, also strengthens this group. So that is a defect in white shape, but helps this black group again. Okay, but that wasn't the game. White now plays that. Maybe white plays p12 to make some shape. Oh. Or white just completely surrounds like that. Hmm. I mean, it does create some points here, but you're not worried about this group, bro? Let's see. Oh! Oh! Okay. Now black does that. And then ignores, of course, again, which I totally expected. Yeah, because this one, I mean, p12 is kind of a double center, so taking that is quite big. And now white is still not alive. Oh wow. Huh. Okay. I didn't expect that, because I thought white would just be happy to play here. But apparently not. Apparently white is aiming to attack this whole black group here. So white is basically saying, I'm not surrounded with you, you're surrounded with me. I feel like there is enough RG on the outside here though, but let's see how white... White connects there now, black defends. White also gets something like T11 in center. Not sure if it's played right away though. Ah, true, white has that. Ooh. Ooh. So white defends from this direction, because this one now would otherwise be center-ish. Yeah, because now if white does something, you can actually play here. And even this exchange doesn't help white. Okay, so instead, that's why this is a nice exchange. Forcing white to defend here now, which later means that black maybe gets more RG on this side. But for now, black, yeah, plays that, and then white has to try to live locally, I suppose, at this point. Yeah. Is that or alive, though? Yeah, I guess. If black now plays here, and even if you just connect, we always have to remember that this is a thing. But no, okay, that is not working. So okay, yeah, you can do that, or you could maybe even play this one, threaten another co here. But okay, for now, all intents and purposes, this is alive, and yeah, then we have this outside weaknesses. Now, if you just play here now as white, black has something like that, and if you play here, then black has something like that. No, that doesn't quite work. So maybe that's just this. Oh, wait, that is just a snapback. Never mind. Okay, but I thought about something else first. If white... white extends out, then you can just play here. Yep, okay, so that doesn't work for white. So white has to find something else. Maybe turn here or maybe even connect here. Ah, or honey. Okay, that also prevents this move for now because after this you can capture here. And after this you can connect here. And this looks a little bit dangerous, but there's this double Atari or even this cut here. Yeah, some issues here for sure as well. Okay, but black does this anyway. Wait. Oh, and what? Here, now black connects. Nope. So many moving parts. So now probably because of this one, this removed an I potential in this area here for black, which now made it urgent for black again to defend this top group. So we had white attack this group to then live with this group and attack this group. Then black escaped here, and in doing so, oh, black attempted to escape here, but in doing so, this hurt this group. So now black still has to do something about that one. And white chooses to cut anyway. I suppose that John just guarantees that black answers there. Mm, yeah, then white has to play here. Because if white now does this, then again you just have this one, and this is dead because of connect and die. No, wait, this is not dead. Hang on. Wait, can't you live like this? I guess with this one, you allow. I mean, this doesn't make C10 sense, but I thought this one putting pressure on this black group was more important. Am I missing something here? Like that is just possible. Sure, black gets this in center and this in center, but big whoop. Not sure why that one is better. If I'm missing something there. Okay, so now black already made this exchange, and now black has some more ice space for this group. On the other hand, black is already also cut. But I suppose that move does now fix this group for sure. And it also makes sure that possibly there is something here. Ah, right. So if we look at this, if white doesn't react here now, if white now tries to kill or something, then black has this one and this one. And that is a little bit of a problem. So white has to defend on there first. Maybe K9, maybe H10, maybe just wedge, sure. Okay. But why doesn't black connect that stone? Huh. I, huh, huh, huh. I suppose that this threatens to connect under. Okay, now you connect. Just exchanges that you have to understand as an AI, not as a human. Okay, but then white does this one. Fascinating. Okay, now we have this black group here, which still needs to live. Guess capturing this stone is good enough. I wonder about this one first, but then white might be able to play here. Ah, but then, okay, if you play here now, and white plays here now, you can actually play this one. And if white were to capture, then you play here. And then you capture this group here. But at this point, white can still play here and kill this group. So black cannot do it like that. But maybe black can Atari here first and then play here. Nope, something completely different. I thought about that diagonal move, but okay. So white, yeah, cuts, and then you play here. Can you not live with this one? Am I hallucinating something here? Oh, you cannot live, eh? But, if you play here first, that should still work. So maybe black thought that this is more damaging in the corner and wanted to not give white that satisfaction. Okay, so white black is now alive on the top side. The RG here is no longer an issue for white, and now what else is there to do in this game? I guess, I mean, there is this Hane is quite big. I wonder if it's the best way though for white. Here black shouldn't cut, of course, but black could play here. Oh, now I see something here, I suppose. White can push in Atari, play something like that, and now black can no longer play here because you have this Atari. And again, black cannot play here, so now white this way can actually capture these stones. So white just Hane immediately? Yeah. Okay, so now that's actually really big. That is actually really big. And if that is captured now, what else is there to do? Now we enter. Okay, let's have a quick glance at the whole board. We have this white group alive, this black group alive, this black group alive, this white group alive, this black group alive, this white, this black, this white, this black. So the only real thing left now is this RG here, I suppose, and something against these stones. So that's why now the attention turns into this area of the board, like this area of the board, more like this. And so black pushes the envelope here. I suppose white can, yeah. There is some issues with the shape though. Okay, but for now we play this. Okay, now we have, and that's where the fun starts. Now black says, oh, I don't fear the core, so white trades core threads, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was just a core thread actually. Yeah. True. So now this whole top right, maybe it wasn't alive. Maybe I was misreading that, but now the whole attention is about this core, and we will see a bunch of core threads. And for now, the whole point of this is that black cannot decide yet to fill this core, because this is not even a killing blow to this group, because white does still have this core. And if black connects this one, I mean, you throw in, you play here, you play, I don't know, connect here. That's just, I mean, I think it's not even a core like this, right? I guess it's still a core, okay, but it's maybe a double core because there's a core here and a core here. But so there's still this resource, but for now we are just fighting this core. White plays core threads, fixes that area. So because kind of the situation is that black has to find the core threads 2 times for this core and for this core. White can play this move to fix a weakness. Also, is it activating this cut? Yeah, this cut is now activated because if black now ignores, you get this and this. And now, as opposed to earlier, where if you do this, black can, yeah, if you do, for example, if you do this now, black can capture here in center, threatening to capture these 2 stones. Which it might seem like there is something that you can do here, but even if it were, I suppose capturing here would be center to cut here. So, no. But for now that doesn't work. So black, yeah. White just prevents another co-threat from black that way, and also fixes the weakness here. So now there's no weaknesses in this area now anymore, and we fight this ko probably for a long while now. Black can play n18, black can play something in the top left, or black can just decide to not finish, to not fight the ko. Oh, huh. That works too, I suppose. So now, does white also finish the ko? Yeah. Huh. So much for fighting this ko for a while, eh? Okay, so now, is black saving these stones? Oh, wait. Oh, of course. Black can just, okay, makes sense. Black can just live in the corner. That makes sense. It felt way too good for white if white just kills the whole top left, but yeah. Okay. So white now, white at least can play c15 in center though, yeah. Because if you ignore that one now, then you have this Tisuchi to kill and this wedge. Okay, so yeah, black defense. White likely plays honey. Okay, some random exchange first. Why not? I suppose a14 honey is sent anytime, so there's no rush. It's a 4-point center move. But this one is also quite big, yeah. And we enter endgame. Black likely pulls back. Or not. Wow. Was there so much RG here? I suppose if you block here, there's this one. And then you would have to connect this way. Maybe? I don't know. Is that a thing? Like, or alternatively, this was center anyway? Not sure I understand what was played in this bottom left area here. Oh, or no. If you block here, no. There's nothing like ko here. Yeah, don't get it. I don't understand why white was backing off here, but okay. Now white plays that. Okay, that is center. Fair enough. Wow. That is center threatening to capture these stones. And I would have expected white to just play here, but white now plays here. Because white doesn't want black to connect that easily. To be fair, if black now cuts and you capture here, that is center against this whole group, and not very likely. I guess black has a center move here, which could be like a compromise like this. But then white again has a ko shape here. Okay, so maybe not worth it. So black maybe has to defend first, and then still can't play that though. That's sad. So you have to play here anyway. Oh, okay, that's threatening against the group. Yeah, okay, sure. Random AI moves, because why the fuck not? Okay, it feels like white is losing if white plays all of these forcing moves. Like earlier already, these forcing moves here, maybe they made some sense with this one, but oh, but that was sent either way, right? So, strange. Yeah, now white returns finally. And black cuts because that's huge. Yeah, yeah, that like if black cuts here, black gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points here, and if white plays here, not only is it 5 points, but it actually is 5 points and then threatening to throw in here, or maybe throw in first. Maybe not. Yeah, just play here. And then that was like a 5-point in reverse center. Um, and then white gets to capture in the top left, I suppose, is the black's biggest thing. Ah, okay. That is kind of threatening to cut here. So yeah, that would also be quite a few points in center for white. Okay, white cuts there first, then Atari, and now it's ah. If you just capture here instead, no, that doesn't seem to make a difference. Okay, just this is just for like co-threads in the end game. And now white captures in the top right, I suppose. Yeah. So white just want to make sure that black can't connect here. Yeah, because okay. So if you don't play this, then black gets to connect here. If you play this first, black can't connect here because this would just be so much pain endgame wise, I suppose. But yeah, anyway. We got these exchanges, then this one, black blocks, then white captures most likely in the top left or not. Ah, is that bigger? Hmm. I mean, it creates some points there. Maybe it's some reverse center-ish. Hmm. Ah, that was also big, yeah. Interesting. Hmm. Oh wait, is this whole group not alive yet? That makes sense. Okay. Okay, okay, so I see. So this one, but it still feels like, if this whole white group was not alive yet, couldn't Black now Tenuki this whole situation and try to kill it? Or is Black saying Black is already that far ahead, I don't need the trouble? Because now, yeah, White has to kind of make some shape for this group. That also explains why this was all senti, because capturing these two stones would just connect it. And, okay. So White makes a second eye here. And then Black connects on the left side? Nope. Ah, Black does this because it's senti? Sure. Yeah, white has to react, otherwise you cut. And then black connects, finally. What else is there to do now? There's not much left to do, right? We just some endgame L19. Okay, unless something weird is happening, let's speed through the endgame. Yeah, L19, then block there. That is Sente. Yeah, because you threaten to play N15. Right? If you now take here, you have this one and this one and this one, and well, that's just dead. Actually, you don't even need to play M12 anymore. So yeah, that's not great. So then white still threatens to kill that group, and now white connects. And then yeah, black takes, white connects, black probably pushes, whatever. Black, that's what I meant. Black pushes, and then J19 is left, or T6 is left. Random throw-ins are also left, of course. Connect, play there, and then I suppose nothing besides Dame is left. Oh, that one, right. Okay, yeah, that was left. Oh, what? Excuse me? What is that? Couldn't Black even give up these stones to... Oh, no, okay, it's just a core. Never mind. I for some reason thought that was about the life and death of the right side group. No, but just a core here. So that was just a core threat. Okay. But yeah, nothing. Still random inside moves for no reason at all. Kata go 50%. What does that mean? Wait, what? Is it a Jigo? I guess it's a Jigo. It's 7 Komi, so hang on, let me have a quick look on Discord because I think hmm, or is it in the info actually? Is it just in the info? Oh yeah, the result is a Jigo. So there you go. Because of 7 Komi, this whole thing is a Jigo, and yeah, man, that was not. Oh, that's you can close that. And I guess I didn't wasn't promised too little because that game was absolutely insane. Holy crap! Too many weak groups, too many Tenuki, very AI, much wow. But yeah. Anyway, thank you if you have been watching up to this point, and let me know if you like this, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.